So we're back to my EndNote paper. In the last video, I did show you briefly how to change styles. This video, I'm going to focus more on changing those styles and on editing them if you need to. So again, changing them is very simple. There's a Styles menu up here in Microsoft Word, and I can look at my favorite styles and I can change it. I'm going to go with an author date style. This is a generic style. And you can see that I can change it. Here's a footnote style. I can change it as many times as I want. We'll go to a numbered style. And it just keeps changing for me. Now, most of the styles in this drop-down menu when you first install EndNote are very generic styles, and they aren't the ones that you're ultimately going to want. So before we change it again, I'm going to go back to EndNote, and I'm going to go to the Edit menu, and I'm going to go to Output Styles. This is where I can choose what styles show in that drop-down menu. I can also edit any of my styles. So if I go to the Open Style Manager, this is where I'm going to want to work. The styles that show up in the drop-down menu are decided here. It's the ones that are checked. Now the annotated bibliography, I never make an annotated bibliography, so I'm going to uncheck that. APA 6th I do use. And I'm going to also check the annual review of biochemistry, and I'm going to check, oops, I passed a check here. There we go. Oh, no. Oh. I usually use a Mac, and my touchpad scrolls differently from this one. I'm going to uncheck the generic author date, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit more. I'm going to check the CSE, and I just want to scroll down because I want to make sure that I have MLA here. I'm going to scroll up a bit and see if I can see the JAMA style. Here's JAMA. So this is the Journal of the American Medical Association. And I'm going to choose MLA. And I'm going to take off MHRA. Once I do that, if I just close this, then my drop-down menu in EndNote has changed. Here's the CSE and JAMA and MLA that I added. If I go over to Word, this drop-down will have changed as well. So if I go to MLA, here are all my citations, and you'll notice that with MLA, they don't use the year, so it's dropped out the year, and it just includes the page numbers. If I go to CSE, that's a numbered style, and it's superscripted, so the numbers are superscripted. If I go to JAMA, that too is a superscripted number system. And I can change this as many times as I want. So I'm going to go back to EndNote because I did say that you could edit these styles as well. So I'm going back to the Edit menu, to the Output Styles submenu, and the Open Style Manager. One of the things that is frequently wrong in these styles is the capitalization of titles. So I'm going to choose one that I don't actually care about myself. So I never use the Chicago footnote style, so I'm going to go ahead and double click on it, and it opens. This is where I can edit any of it. So if there's something wrong with the citations in the text, here are the templates for the citations in the text. They only have a citation for the author with the year in parentheses style. I could add new citation styles if I wanted. I could change the order in which they are sorted. This don't sort means that whatever order you choose them in is what order they will be listed in your paper. For the bibliography, here are the templates. So if there's a generic type, like that one reference entry that we saw, this is how it will be cited. If it's a book, here's how it will be cited. If it is a journal article, here is how it will be cited. And I can change any of these. As I said, the most common problem is the title capitalization. So under bibliography, here's title capitalization. This one happens to be correct. Chicago footnote, it should be capitalized in the headline style. Often you get them as leave titles as entered. Because databases do different things with the capitalization, the entire title can be capitalized, so it's screaming at you in a citation. You don't want to leave it as leave titles are entered. You want to figure out, is your citation style either headline or sentence style, and change that. And that is really easy to do. Let me just show you briefly. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to close the Style Manager. So I went to Edit, Output Styles, and I opened the Style Manager, and then whichever style I wanted to edit, I just double-clicked on. And then to change that title capitalization under bibliography, I went to title capitalization, and here's one that is standard, leave titles as entered. I don't know how this one is supposed to be. I'm just going to change it to headline style. When I click on the X to close it, it asks me if I want to change it, and I'm going to say yes. It generally says that you should make a copy of it, so cancer cell copy. If I do this, and I'm going to, then I need to make sure that when I use the citation style, I actually use cancer cell copy instead of cancer cell. So we're going to go ahead and say save, and it will take a minute. It will save it. It should close it. Here we go. And now when I do a drop down and I select another style, if I go down to the C's, I have, oops, I went a little too far. I should have cancer cell and cancer cell copy. I think I got a little anxious and it didn't actually save the copy, but there should be another style here that's called cancer cell copy. So we're almost at the end. We're going to look at getting more styles in case there's a style that isn't in the 100 styles that download with EndNote. I'm going to show you how to get more styles from the web. And then I'm going to show you a little bit more about saving your library and creating a backup. And then we'll be done. So one more video and you'll be done.